I think I'm just gonna chill for the last few hours. That's kind of what I want to do. The sad situation is we're not gonna be able to get to Masters before we leave. We're Diamond 3, and I literally only have 3 hours. It's like if I had like 6 hours, I could maybe do it. But especially right now, like day 3 of the meta, this like everyone, you know, everyone's good players, and I just can't win that many games. I can fucking try though. I can fucking try. It'd be nice to get to Masters before we had to leave. Maybe we can get lucky. I wonder what's our global rank across players right now? Because day 3 of the meta, with like basically everyone's climbing as like an X-Master, we might be ranked like, we're probably, I mean, we're at least top several hundred right now, right? Master rank. But it's just like at the season reset, like everyone is just fucking D3. So this is Noise playing Tomcat Soraka. I liked that lineup. Like between Discard and Lee, I just enjoy these 2 decks. Yeah, I think we just go for super early proactive game plan. Like Battlecaster is unanswerable enough here. So for those guys, for those of you who don't know it, and maybe I'll just kind of like turn it into a music stream soon, but just like, you know, since this is the last I'm seeing of you guys for a while. For those of you guys who don't know, like, here's the situation. I've been, you know, having a lot of like kind of problems focusing, a lot of like mental clarity for months. I've kind of talked about it very publicly, which is good because I mean, it was very uncomfortable for me. And basically, I think, you know, I've been looking into a lot of things, and it's a lot of different factors that are causing it. But I think something that would be really good for me right now is just kind of like a break from electronics, and just kind of like, you know, because there's a lot of like distractions, and it really has a negative impact on our brains, especially the way we were evolved. So, you know, what I'm doing right now is I'm taking kind of like a 5-day break from everything, completely unplugging from things. I'm gonna actually, you know, I'm gonna fly out to live for 5 days with my father, because we used to live together back in North Carolina on top of a mountain. It's actually like a really nice area, very like in nature, right? There's like hiking and stuff like that. I kind of miss it. It's a cool area. I guess I can just play Draven here, make his attack feel a bit worse. And that's kind of my plan. So this is my last stream right now. It's Thursday evening. And I will be back it's Friday evening right now. The plan is I'm going to be back on Thursday next week. So it's not too long. It's like 5 days. And you guys are used to it because I take a lot of breaks. For me, it's a very different kind of break though. Like for me, it's not just like chilling and relaxing and gaming. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. A very much needed change of pace. And I'm looking forward to it. We have kind of a absolutely ridiculous hand here. Just making sure we're playing around everything we might need to. Very dumb hand. Very stupid. You know what? Maybe I'll do some kind of video talking about how my break went after the fact. But apart from this announcement, I mean, this is probably going to be it for me. Like I said, I'm not going to be on devices. I will be using my phone to like take notes. I'm basically not going to have it set to communications. I'm not going to do any talking with people. There's going to be basically no digital communication, no like, you know, Reddit or YouTube. What I might do is I might just upload random pictures to my Twitter. Just like no words, just if I'm like hiking or something like that. But definitely nothing more than that. I mean, it looks like we've got a pretty sweet attack here. We can make his position feel pretty awkward. He's taking a lot of damage. Pretty absurd amount of damage. Let me just go ahead and do this. He gets the block 2 things, though. But yeah, I think that would kind of be the best thing for me. So, I'm really looking forward to getting back into the tournament scene. I just mentioned right now on stream, like, you know, I'm super hyped for this new tournament announcement that Riot put out for like the ladder systems for the tournaments. And you know, as you guys know, I've been like publicly, you know, a bit disappointed with the current metagame, but that doesn't mean I hate Runeterra. Like I'm looking forward to balance matches. I'm looking forward to things changing a little bit, and I think it'll be a ton of fun playing in these tournaments. Yeah, there's nothing I really want to spinning axe here. We can just chill. I need to replenish my board by hitting like Chompers, Poro Cannon. We might transition into like a weird elusive win con kind of thing. He could actually still win this. That deck can do some scary things sometimes, for sure. It's actually probably best to just play the 1-mana 2/2 here. Especially if he's running the Broadback. Most people have started putting back in Broadback Protected just because of the state of ladder. You know, there are a lot of people running like aggro versions, so Broadback to Protector, even though I wasn't running day one, I think it makes sense in the deck now. I definitely do have some improvements to make in the tournament scene. I think a lot of it just comes down to preparation. I think that's, you know, it's important not to forget that. And yeah, I'm just gonna grind it out. I'm gonna like train a lot in specific matchups. I don't want to let him like capture anything for value. Pressure's not too much on us. It's kind of interesting. I'm probably okay passing. It can't really be too vulnerable to a pass back here. Like, he literally has to heal here. This looks fine. Bit of an issue here is, you know, stuff like Pale Cascade, which he will likely have, but I think we might have to just get outside of land units anyway. Like, my win condition might just be a bunch of fucking Poros. So we might just have to do this. Like, Tom's health has to matter, limiting what he can eat. And Pale Cascade, I don't think is going to be game breaking here. Just kills our Draven, which has a hard time mattering after exactly this point. Whew. And now that he's kind of like tapped under the ability to use Acquired Taste, which is the benefit of forcing the Pale Cascade here, now we can play our Poros set up for potentially an open attack that will deal a lot of unblockable damage. We do have, you know, we do have also Flame Chompers. I mean, he only has 3 blockers anyway. So I could see a world where we try to do something something adorable with Chompers, but I don't think it'll matter with this many blockers. And yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Did I forget anything with the update? Because yeah, back Thursday, I hope. Don't commit me to that, but it should be Thursday. Tournament super hype. I think we lost this game. Like, if he has a Broadback Protector in hand, it's definitely automatically over already. And I don't think we can actually... We can't really threaten this too hard. Like, we can try to, like, damage the Tahm Kench more. Try to assassinate the... I guess we're just doing this. Because he's taking more damage on everything except for Flame Chompers. So Chompers wants to drag the one that I'm damaging the least. So there's only like a break, no retiring. And I know for a fact a lot of people, because people read into this kind of stuff, like because of the timing of the break, people are going to be like, Swim hates the new patch. Swim's fucking, he's quitting Runeterra. Honestly, okay, it's kind of funny. Yeah, it is true. I actually do kind of hate the new patch, but I would still be playing if I wasn't on this break. And this was something I've been planning for a while. It's been scheduled in. So it is just a coincidence that it does happen to be happening on a week with a meta that I'm not a super big fan of. But honestly, hey, I don't even mind that it worked out like that. So it feels pretty bad. I wonder what kind of hands we can even reasonably beat here. Kind of none. We're kind of beating like no hands here, actually. I mean, we can devalue Hush hands by going in for like 1 Spinning Axe on 1 Poro right now, just to potentially deal 1 damage. Whereas, like, yeah, he's still gonna Hush for +2, but it is kind of like the lower value I can give to Hush before it starts mattering. All right, looking pretty grim here, boys. Not looking great. He needs to have a bad hand. A very, very bad hand. Who cares, dude? Just look out for your health. I think it'll be a lot better. I need to kind of like, you know, get my stuff together. It's honestly been a long time coming. It really has. I've been living like pretty unhealthy, and it's only like recently it started impacting like my life and kind of like my mental state. And there's a lot of things going on at once as well. You know, I've been talking with a lot of doctors, and they're trying to figure out like if there might be. It's very common that like a lot of the times when negative happens, it can kind of all collapse at the same time, and that's kind of what's happening to me. It's very possible there's like additional conditions going on. You know, I'm having a lot of things checked, like for any sort of like psychological disorders or some things like, for example, like thyroid issues. I'm definitely like just not feeling great, and there's a lot of things that could be causing that. But either way, like, no matter what ends up going on with that, I mean, at the end of the day, it just comes down to, yeah, just making sure I'm like kind of living more optimally, you know? I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun this like next 5 days.
You leave me no choice. Live with purpose. Take heart.
He might not have a great way to deal with the poros, which is kind of interesting. I mean, he kind of has to eat one with Tahm Kench, basically.
What's the worst that could happen?
This looks good. You should study, learn stuff. It helps with depression. Yeah, no, that's actually one of the things. You know, I've got actually a great counselor. He's a neuropsychologist. We were actually talking earlier today. And yeah, that's one of the things he recommended. It's weird to think about. The brain is such a strange thing, huh? It works in very weird ways. But yeah, absolutely. That could definitely help. So we can't really get excited face, unfortunately. And he did play the protector, so this might be it for us, boys. So he hits a Poro, which means if he has Guiding Touch, my Get Excited doesn't work here. I mean, Get Exciting Tahm Kench isn't even really that good anyway. It does slow down his win condition, but that has a hard time mattering. We do need to keep the Jinx alive. You know what? It's kind of crazy. I think my best bet is to Get Excited the Tahm Kench here and hope he can't stop it. If he has Pale Cascade, it doesn't save it because the Poro will kill it. I mean, the noise would have to be a monkey to not play around Get Excited here, I think. Or a Desperate Hand. But the problem is, like, if I Get Excited face, if the Tahm Kench stays, I'm not sure if I can really live. Because my Jinx won't be able to do anything, and he should have the kind of hand that will have an answer to that. I'll try to go for the Get Excited on Tahm Kench and hope the noise is being a monkey here. But we are not looking great, boys. Okay, and that's it. That's kind of where we're at right now, right? On everything. So I'm gonna enjoy this next few hours of stream. I just kind of wanted to, you know, at least talk a little bit, update things, make sure that, you know, you guys are in the loop. And yeah, I'm actually feeling super positive right now. Like, it's so great to have a plan. I'm feeling really, really good, you know?